You know, we love bringing you all the flavors of different cultures and different regions all around the world, and we have such a diverse food scene and some very talented chefs here in the Twin Cities.
So before the break, we were talking with Chef Daniel Green about his recent trip to Thailand to capture images for his latest cookbook. It's in the works. It's going to be coming out, Take Home Thailand.
And he always brings us such good food from his exposure and his inspiration from Thailand. So here he is. From cooking around the world. Look at that. We got a nice little graphic there.
It's our new series. It's very exciting. All right, Chef Daniel Green.
What are you making for us this time?
I'm going to do one of the dishes from the book because it emphasizes how easy the book is. I love Thai food, and I thought sometimes it's a bit intimidating because I think it's like any cuisine. If you were to say to someone, hey, try Indian food, you need 5 different spices, it's probably putting you off to get that much. So I thought, how can I streamline it and make real traditional Thai food, but kind of put the elements in here of just making it easy. So it's kind of fast-track Thai food.
That's so good. And I mean, I just think like Thai food in general is so helpful for people who are on any sort of restrictive diet because it's a lot of times naturally gluten-free, naturally dairy-free. So it's just easy for people to consume.
It's a very good point because in today's world now, coconut milk is on keto and paleo. So it's something that actually is like a fat that we consume. So it's really bang on there. You can make swaps for cauliflower rice. I have got a chapter which is kind of the healthy that I love. But I wanted to do things like if you've got tamarind paste, no one's going to find that. If you've got palm sugar, you might be able to find it, but will you use it? So we'll use brown sugar, a bit of maple syrup. So just using things that everyone has. So this is called a curry rice. It's all about the rice. It is called the Thai Hom Mali rice. Thai Hom Mali rice is jasmine rice. But there's a little seal of approval. It's from Thai Trade, and they just, as their biggest export, want to make sure that that rice is the one that is the spectacular aroma that fills your kitchen.
So this means a lot to the people of Thailand to buy this particular rice.
It does, and it really is the authentic jasmine rice, which I cooked. And you want to use some rice that's ready fridge cold on this one.
Okay, so you cooked it the day before, and then it's cold.
Yes.
And then now you've got some oil going. Remember how I got you a wok for your birthday?
I know.
Have you used it?
I haven't cured it yet.
Okay, this could
because
be
I have to season it, and I haven't. It's a long.
It is
it's
a
long
steel wok.
process.
No, it's not. It takes 2 seconds.
No, it does not. Like I read the instructions. It is like you heat it and you do this and let it cool and heat it and do this. Like it's a little bit process.
Do you know what? When you start using a wok, you'll realize it's the only pan you need for everything. Like you could do eggs in it, and you can do, and it makes no mess because it's just like all contained. It's such a good vessel to use.
It's got the high side.
I love the high side.
I want to fry off this just for a few moments because what happens is it's just a curry paste that I buy. I did see on this trip in Thailand, you know, where people make their curry paste. It is quite different because it releases these incredible flavors as you grind it. But it's really good to buy a curry paste that you don't need to go to that effort. But you need to burn it off a little just to release some of those flavors.
This is a lot like in Indian cooking, though, like toasting the spices. That's a big thing that I've learned.
Exactly. You want to kind of just burn off and it releases a little bit of those oils and it just gets all those flavors going. So we're going to make this almost like you would a curry.
Yum.
It's just coconut cream or milk.
Green curry.
I do add a tiny bit of sugar, just a little bit.
Look at you.
But you want to, because Thai is all about 5 elements: sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and bitter, which means it sounds strange and complex, but a lot of food have these different elements. So you've got like fish sauce, which is for salty. You do a squeeze of lime for the sour. You do sugar for the sweet, and you do spicy with the curry, and those elements pull it together.
Don't you think that's why it's so craveable, though? Because as a cuisine in general, it's so well balanced.
Very good point. It's almost like when you take one bite, it fulfills you. You know, like if you have that big roast chicken, it's like you keep going because it hasn't done anything. Where you take a Thai food, it's like, wow, that's, you know.
It sort of hits all the parts of your tongue, and everything is satisfied.
So this is just pulled together, and then the rice, and the reason you want to do is I've shown you many times, I think we've done egg fried rice.
I love it.
The thing is, you do want fridge cold rice, because do you see how that separates? If I took that straight from the rice cooker, then it really would like stick together.
Be like mush.
Mush. And then, you know, that's the way you want to have the fridge cold. So use that special rice, make sure it's the authentic. And then just fridge cold. But I would say rice cookers are the way to cook rice. You don't have to think about it. It's done. It's the easiest way.
Are you seasoning when you make your rice in the rice cooker? Are you putting a little bit of salt, or putting anything other liquid other than just water?
Absolutely nothing. I mean, there are. I've got lots of recipes out on rice cookers, which are where you can put everything in it, like a one pot. But your clean rice do there. Sushi rice, you want to put a little bit of vinegar in it after, but not when you're cooking it. So just water. You can do broth, but I just stick to water.
Okay, so look at how beautifully this kind of soaks it up. but it's still very like separated. And
Exactly.
Then this is frozen vegetables. How easy is that?
It was, just because I couldn't bother to chop them up before the show. I'm sorry,
That's
Elizabeth.
all right.
I really
like
should have
it.
done fresh, but I
think-
grabbed that.
I don't think so. I use frozen peas all
Do you know,
the
frozen
time.
peas are brilliant. They
They're the
really
best.
are.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, you know, we want to make food easy, and this is what the book is about. Fast track making, recipes you're going to make at home. And if I make it too complicated, do you know the average, it used to be, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be the average amount of recipes people made from a new cookbook was 3.
That's
Can you
it.
imagine?
right?
I mean, 100 recipes
Yeah.
you write, and
Yeah.
you make 3.
I know.
I would love to change that. I'd love people to think, actually, let's just make a lot of it, because it's so easy.
You know, the reality is, I mean, we were just talking about this on a podcast episode that I did last week, is that we have to simplify cooking in order to make it approachable for you to do at home and cost effective.
Yes.
Groceries are expensive.
100%.
And that's again about rice. Rice is the best way. I mean, it costs pennies. You know, you can do so much with rice.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you add your protein.
Oh.
I would say add your eggs because they're the cheapest protein, but I'm not sure that is the
I don't
case.
think it is anymore. I know.
But,
the case right now.
but they still are, you know, eggs are a great way of protein.
Daniel says we can dig
Yeah,
into
we
this.
And
can
then a
dig
little
into
bit of cilantro, and you've got your
Always.
colour and flavour.
Always, yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh, how's your initial bite?
so delicious. Just the right amount of heat and sweet. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like all those
Daniel,
5 things that you're talking about?
That's a winner.
Really?
Oh my gosh. It's the subtletyness of all of it. And at the very end, there's a little
bit of heat.
A little bit of heat.
Oh,
Love
Daniel,
it.
congrats on the new cookbook.
Yeah, congrats.
Can't wait
you.
to see it.
Appreciate
Better
it.
not do another
First time I'm
cover.
going to bring it out here. First
Right
time, I
here,
promise.
Yeah,
right here.
please do.
Recipes on our website, twincitieslive.com. So go check it out. You're getting a little preview, and we'll let you know when that book is out and ready to purchase.